Welcome to Pennsylvania in Focus. I'm Eliana Kernodle. Today we are yet again talking about SEPTA funding. Joining me to tell us more is the Center Square's Pennsylvania editor, Kristen Smith. Kristen, how to get SEPTA onto a financially stable path long-term has been an ongoing conversation. What's the latest?
SEPTA has really been fighting for more funding for the legislature, and they have allies, Shapiro and our Governor Shapiro, and House Democrats want to make it happen, but they have to bring Republicans in the Senate on board. And one of their big asks is they want SEPTA to take accountability and try to make things more efficient. And so SEPTA has an efficiency and accountability program, and they just announced that they have saved $91 million through that. And they're very publicly stating that we accept that we have to play our part in this. We can't just ask for a handout. We have to do what we can to reduce costs and to make the system more profitable in the future. So that's what this program's really about. They've done this by putting a hiring freeze in place. They're consolidating lines or routes and bus lines and all these other things that could really help them save, because they are going to have to raise fares in July. And that's, they've continued to have to do that, even though the state has given them chunks of money over the last year and a half. But there's a big pot of money that they're hoping to get. There's almost $300 million that the legislature could approve that Shapiro wants. And a lot of that would go to SEPTA. So I think that they're hoping that these actions will help generate more support for them. It might give it, Republicans an out to say, hey, they are making the effort, because that, like I said, that's something that was a stipulation for them. They're making the effort, so maybe we can give them some more money.
And what are people saying about this?
It's something that, as I mentioned, there's been louder and louder and louder support for, I don't want to say saving SEPTA, but definitely helping it, because when you look at its impact on the Philadelphia region and its collar counties, it is huge. About 1 million people use it to get to work every day. Kids use it to get to school. People use it to get to the doctor or the grocery store, wherever. It's not just a tourism draw. And the money that is generated by people using SEPTA goes all over the state for all sorts of other uses. And so there's really this focus on SEPTA isn't just a Philadelphia problem, and keeping it afloat isn't just a thing that Philadelphia needs us to do. But you have to also look to the future of what's happening. Pennsylvania and Philadelphia in particular are going to be hosting some very big events in the next couple of years. We're going to need SEPTA. We have things like the 250th celebration for America is coming up, and that's going to be a huge influx of people to this state and to the region, and we're going to need SEPTA. Not to mention, you've got tons of tourism draw already. We can't see a downturn in that because people find it hard to navigate the city. So these are continuing themes about why we need to keep it going, but pressure is mounting, as you can see, because as we get closer to that June 30th deadline for the budget, we've got, lawmakers have to figure out some kind of deal on this. And SEPTA's really counting on it. And Shapiro really wants it. House Democrats really want it. It's a really top priority this year. So I think SEPTA's doing its part to really lobby for it in any way that it can.
Well, Kristen, thank you for your insights on this. It's been something you've been covering ongoing, and I'm sure you'll continue to follow it as we get closer to that deadline and see what comes of this.